how to approach investors when it comes to raising money for your juice bar business. Now,
if you want to get high, let's meditate.
hey guys, Andrew McFarland here with StartAJuiceBar.com. Hope you are feeling amazing. I want to talk about how to approach investors when it comes to raising money for your juice bar business. Now, some of you are going to be in a situation where you may have the money you need, no need to approach investors. This video might not be for you, but there might be things that you can still learn. Some of you might be going to banks, some of you guys might be going to investors, and the first thing that I'll touch on is, in these few different scenarios, what are some of the benefits of going to a bank versus going to investors, or maybe even using a portion of your own money? First thing that I'll say is, going to banks, most likely they're going to make you personally guarantee the money. Okay? That means that if your business doesn't go well, you're going to be liable for whatever amount of money that you get from the bank in a loan, in the form of a loan. The other thing that you want to think about is that the benefit of going to a bank is they aren't going to take equity in your business. Okay? They are just going to give you a loan. So that's a different kind of structure. When you go to private investors, sometimes investors, yes, you can structure that deal as a loan itself. So that's the same thing that you'll have with a bank. But some investors will want equity. And so then you're going to be giving up a portion of your business, which is okay because they're taking a risk with you and it's good that they benefit. But if you can get it structured as a loan, beautiful. The question is, are you going to have to personally guarantee it? Because one of the benefits as well as going with private investors is, if in the event things don't really go well and your agreement is set and it's clear, you will not be liable for that investment. The investors took a risk. Maybe they lose a little bit. Maybe they make a little bit of money. We don't know. But hopefully you can structure a deal so that you're not personally liable. And then in terms of using your own money, great, you can do it depending on how much you have. I usually tell people, don't go all in if you don't have to. Maybe you can use a portion of your money, put some of it aside, and then find money elsewhere if you need more. That's just the broad overview. Now let's talk about how to attract investors. So lately I've had a few people, prospective clients, ask me to invest in their businesses. And I thought it was kind of interesting because I felt like if you haven't done this before, there's probably a lot of things that you can benefit from learning when it comes to approaching people. One thing that I want to mention as it pertains to this is that be aware that people don't just invest in businesses. Business concepts and business opportunities are great, but people invest in people, right? People are going to look at your character. People are going to look at your ability to communicate. They're going to look at you and your ability to be a leader and say, yes, I have confidence that this person may not know everything right now, but they can figure those things out. So with that being said, be aware that just like in any relationship, when you are potentially, let's say, asking someone for money to invest in your business, you want to make sure you build rapport with that person and approach it in a way that is progressive, in the same way that there's been an analogy used when it comes to, let's say, sales. Getting into a relationship with someone where you sell them a product, depending on the nature of that product, let's say it's a high-ticket item, which having someone invest in your business is a high-ticket item, is been akin to asking someone to marry you, right? In the process of finding a partner, it's usually something that starts slow. Hey, what's your name? Nice to meet you. Would you like to go out sometime? Yeah, let's do that. Okay? Then from there, you might go on one date, you might go on 2 dates, then eventually maybe you end up in a relationship. That relationship goes on for a while, and then eventually maybe you decide to propose to that person. What doesn't happen is you don't meet someone, and in the first encounter you don't say, hey, will you marry me? Because most likely, 900 times out of 1,000, it's not going to go well. That person's going to say no if they're moderately sane, or unless there's some sort of crazy chemistry, we don't know, right? But most of the time that doesn't work. So when asking someone for investment, you have to approach it in a way that is also sensitive, because if you don't have rapport with this person already, or group of people already, and they are not traditionally just investors, then you have to be aware of that. Now, traditionally, people who are investors, it's okay to bring them a business proposition because that's the context of how they are looking at the world and life. But even with that being said, if they don't have any idea of who your character is and who you are, you're going to want to make sure to give them confidence, because in a lot of ways, and in every single way, what you're doing is you're selling. You're doing a sales pitch. So you have to think about, even in yourself, what are going to be the things, if you were an investor, put yourself in their shoes, what would be the qualities in an individual that you would like to see? In a lot of ways, your business plan and your business concept, which are all good and they're great, really should just be extensions of reflecting your level of aptitude for work and your work ethic and your level of creativity and all the characteristics that are going to encourage someone and inspire someone to invest in your business, right? Having clarity around the business model, the competitors, really making sure you have a thorough business plan, comparing your business investment to other business investments, because that's what you're in competition with, right? If someone's looking at, unless they just have a passion for health, which is also really great, but if someone's looking at a number of investments, they're going to say, why would I invest in your business versus putting money in the stock market? Or maybe they already have money in the stock market, so they need to diversify. So there's a lot of reasons that people do invest, okay? But I wanted to just present that to you because I know that it's something that maybe you haven't done before and might be new to you. So approach it in a way that is sensitive and be aware of the kind of individual that you are approaching. So that way you can give them confidence as to why they should invest in you and in your business. What are the things that make you uniquely qualified to succeed as an individual? Your passion, your awareness of the market growth, right? Having mentorship, all of these things that are going to give investors more confidence in your ability to succeed. Now, if you guys don't have your business plan done yet, definitely that's the first step that you want to work on. If I haven't been in contact with you, I want to make you aware that we do have a business plan mentorship package. You can reach out to me. I'll put a link below this video where you can just email and we can talk about it in more detail if you need support with that. And I also have supported clients in the past in having meetings with investors to give the investors more confidence that the person that they're investing in actually is working with a collective of people who have a lot of experience in this industry. So in general, I wanted to offer that, but I also wanted to give you guys some insight as to how you want to think about these relationships. It's really, really, really good to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward and then also realizing it's a relationship that you want to build gradually and slowly, and know that maybe some investors aren't just going to write you a check upon the first meeting. And also be very clear in your investment terms, what you're asking for in return for the business. Instead of just saying to someone, hey, do you want to invest in my business? You could say something more specific like, okay, I'm opening up an investment for this business. We're going to be raising X amount of dollars. We're valuing it at X amount. So based on our projections, it might return this amount. So it's not just an investment in a vacuum. Hey, do you want to give me money? Basically is what that first question sounds like, as opposed to in the second question, it's, hey, do you want to invest in this opportunity, right? It's a different way of doing these things. So we can talk about all that in more detail. If you guys have any questions or comments, put them in the box below, or you can reach out to me at Andrew@StartAJuiceBar.com. If you like the video, please press the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. And as always, wishing you guys much success. This is Andrew McFarlane. See you soon.